This morning, take a look at this headline. A new Forbes study reveals Washington, D.C. is home to some of the best drivers in the nation. Forbes advisor compared all 50 states in D.C. across 6 metrics, comparing things like distracted driving that resulted in accidents and drunk driving. So, who has the worst drivers according to that list? Remember, the higher the ranking, the worse the driver. So, Texas, Louisiana, and Kansas were at the top 3. Maryland wasn't too far behind D.C., coming in at 40 out of 51. Virginia, though, was at 28.
So we've been asking you all morning long to weigh in. Tell us who you think has the best drivers here locally in the DMV. Is it DC, Maryland, or Virginia drivers? Let's get to some of your responses now. Steve says Maryland. I'm with you, Steve. Gary says Virginia. And D-Love says DC. So, you know, it's split. No one agrees.
Evenly. You all have had some pretty funny jokes about this too. Daryl says, if DC has the best drivers, there must be some incredibly, awfully, and astoundingly bad drivers in other states.
Well, when you're only 13 seconds from a ticket in D.C., everyone's slowing down, right? James says, tell that to Geico, who keeps raising my rates based on the city. Somebody's lying, and I'm with them on that one.
You know, for me, like, I'll be fair. I always say Maryland has the best drivers.
Yes.
I'm a resident of Maryland now. I don't live in the district anymore. I think it's just when I go to other places, Virginia, I'm familiar with D.C., but Virginia, and I'm not familiar. Yeah, I'm doing the stop and start and looking over. So they're going to look at my tag and say, Maryland's the worst. I think it's where you're used to being.
That you're not familiar in Virginia
Yeah, not
territory,
familiar.
so therefore
I'm going to be not as strong a driver if I'm in Virginia.
Yeah.
You know,
in
fairness.
I think about my own experience, right? And, you know, granted, I'm a little biased. I think Virginia drivers are amazing because I'm a Virginia resident. But when I'm always driving in Maryland, particularly on the BW Parkway or other parts of 295, it is a nightmare. People are like zipping and zooing all over the place. It's crazy.
Right. But, but don't you think if you drove that every day, you would be a zipper and zippy too?
Zipper and zooer.
Because you're familiar with that.
Quite possibly.
Yeah,
but
that's my theory anyway.
I'm still not so. I'm still throwing Maryland under the bus. You know, I love you guys, everyone. I do. But your drivers, I'm throwing you all away.
All right. Lindsay, there you have it. We're still undecided.
I know, I can see. Okay, I will say, no one get mad at me. I think Maryland has been better so far, and I live in Virginia.
Okay.
But like Virginia people.
There's an unbiased
But
answer.
usually when a car is going crazy, I look at the tag and it's Florida.
Oh, okay.
Let's all agree.
Do with that information what
Let's
you
all
will.
agree.